Good morning and welcome to English Lessons on Iman TV. We're going to start our lesson as usual with the test on vocabulary. These are the words you have studied, so I want to see how well you remember, and this will also serve as a review for you. And then we have a review of grammar, the irregular past tense, the spelling that we worked on before, but I would like to bring to your attention again and again and again, because they're very important to be able to pronounce them correctly, and it's very important to be able to spell them correctly. And then we have a listening comprehension, which is a dialogue in which you learn some new vocabulary. And then we end our lesson with more vocabulary with the name of diseases or illnesses. That should you have any problem, you want to go to a doctor, how can you say that you are sick and what part of the body hurts? So we're going to cover that today. But let's start our lesson with the vocabulary test. These are the words, you had seen them before, and I want you to look at this list. Repeat after me together first, and then we are going to find out which words means what. Please repeat after me together. Actually, emigrate, graduate, attend, terrible, fuel, dive, height, handyman, plumber. This is actually a repeat test, so you took this several weeks ago. But because these words are important, and the thing is that you read something and you don't use it, the chances are that you'll forget it. So I want to bring these materials back to your attention over and over again. The more you hear it, the more you see the words, the better you can remember it. At least that's what I hope. So let's now look at the other side of the other column of this test. The words that could be the meaning for these words are to finish school, to go to, jump into, someone who fixes everything, to move to another country, someone who can fix pipes, how tall someone is, very bad, gasoline or something that can be burned, really. That's what, these are the words. Now, for the first one, actually, which one is the right answer? What does actually mean? In other words, what is the meaning of actually? Which words on column B could be the right answer for this? The correct answer is J. Actually means what? Really. Okay? Actually. So I said this is a new test. But then I said what? Actually, it's not new because you took this several weeks ago. I'm bringing it back to your attention for review. Actually. Really. Immigrate. That should be simple. The meaning of immigrate is what? E. To move to another country. Like a lot of Afghans have immigrated to the United States of America. They have immigrated to California. Okay? Immigrate. Graduate. Graduate simply means what? Somebody who finished school or college or university. That means what? To finish school. Umaid will graduate in June of 2018 from high school. So he will finish high school. That's what graduate means. Attend means what? Attend means like Umaid will attend a university in August of 2018. Will attend. Well, that means what? Be to go to. He will go to university. Go take classes. That's what attend means. So if you're watching my show, you're actually attending my class. You're coming into my class. Attend. You attend the lecture. You attend the class. You attend the lesson. Attend. Terrible. Terrible means what? Very, very bad. Like you could say that this person has a terrible cold. Means what? a very, very bad cold. So it certainly means very, very bad, terrible. Terrible weather, very, very bad weather. Terrible cold, a very bad cold. Terrible disease, a very bad disease. A terrible person, a very bad person. So you could use this terrible in front of any noun. Fuel is what you burn, what you use to get energy, and that is what? I. Like gasoline is what? An example of fuel. Dive, people dive into water, jump into. And height simply means what? How tall the person is. So usually when you fill out a form on your driver's license, it says what? Height. It means how tall are you? Okay? Height. Handyman, it's simple. It simply means that somebody who can do a number of different things, fixes basically everything in a house. Like the person could fix the pipes, the person who can paint, the person who can remodel a house, that person is called a handyman. A plumber is a person who can do what? Who can fix pipes. If anything breaks with pipes, they leak, a plumber can fix them. Now, I certainly hope that you got the right answers, but now let's repeat after me together one more time. Actually. Number 2, emigrate. Number 3, graduate. Number 4, attend. Number 5, terrible. I'm sorry that I have a terrible cough today, so every time I want to talk, my throat itches and it makes me cough, and I certainly hope I don't cough during this session a lot. Fuel, dive, height, handyman, and plumber. So the other part that we have is, this is another review lesson. These are verb forms. Remember, these are irregular verb that you use in the past tense and past participle form. And because they don't follow rules, it's very difficult to remember them. That's why I want to give you as much review as possible so that you could remember them. When you write them, you need to know the correct form and the correct spelling. And when you speak, you need to also use the correct form and the correct pronunciation. So your job is twofold here. 1, learn the correct pronunciation. 2, learn the correct spelling. Of course, meaning is, of course, we need to know the meaning. These are the words you have seen before. Please repeat after me. Build, burn, buy, catch. So the past tense of build is what? Built. You change D to T. The past tense of burn is what? For the past participle of built is the same thing. Burn, so also becomes burnt, and then burnt or burned. Buy becomes bought and bought. Catch becomes caught and caught. And then we have choose. The past tense is what? Chose. The past participle? Chosen. Then we have come. The past is what? Came. The past participle? Come. And then cost. Past tense? Cost. Past participle? Cost. Then we have cut, and cut. Then we have dig, dug, and dug. And then we have dive, dived, or dove. And then what? Dived. Now, please repeat these 3 forms after me together, and then we will use them in this context that we did before. And I certainly hope that that you remember these words when you need them. Please repeat. build, built, built. Burn, burned, burnt. Buy, bought, bought. Catch, caught, caught. Choose, chose, chosen. Come, came, come. Cost, cost, cost. Cut, cut, cut. Dig, dug, dug. Dive, dove, dived. Okay, now we need to use them in sentences. So what you need to do is what? To choose the correct word to make the sentence meaningful, and then you have to use the correct form of the verb to make it grammatically correct. So you have two jobs here. Number one, you need to know the meaning. And number two, you need to know what? The correct form. Number one, the children, expensive toys last week. Number two, these workers are blank, a new bridge now. Number three, Jess, a terrible cold last week. Number four, Bob, a lot of groceries every week. 5, big cars, a lot of fuel all the time. Now, you need to see which word goes where in which form. So for number one, children, expensive toys last week. What can you say here from these 5 words? Build, burn, buy, catch, choose. The correct answer is what? Chose. Although you could say built, but children usually do not build, so they choose things. But because it is last week, we say what? They chose expensive toys. Number 2, these workers are a new bridge now. What do workers do on the bridge? They are doing what? They are building a bridge. So you see that the timing, the form of the verb depends on the time where you use the word. Here, because it is last week, you say chose. Here, because it is now, you say workers are building. Just a terrible cold last week. So just at what? Caught. You catch, caught. You catch a cold. The past tense is caught. Because last week, you use what? Caught. You could say what? I caught a cold last month, or I caught a cold last week. I catch a cold every week. Catch. Bob, a lot of groceries every week. Buys. Because of every week, you have to use the S form. Big cars, a lot of fuel all the time. So we say what? Burn. They burn a lot of fuel. Now, let me read these sentences with the correct completion. Please listen to me. The children chose expensive toys last week. These workers are building a new bridge now. Jess caught a terrible cold last week. Bob buys a lot of groceries every week. Big cars burn a lot of fuel all the time. Now let's go to the next page. And here we have what? The words come, cost, cut, dig, and drive. And the sentences are, our teacher blank to class on time every day. Number 2, these drivers big trucks every day. Number 3, Jim wants to plant a tree. He a hole now. Number 4, John the paper with a pair of sharp scissors now. Number 5, these new cars, more next year. Now for number 1, our teacher to class on time every day. Which word will fit? Of course, the teacher in class every day deals with what? Come. But because it's one teacher, it's he or she, you have to say what? Our teacher comes to class on time every day or every week. Number 2, these drivers, big trucks every day. So drivers and trucks, you have to use the word what? Drive. So because it's drivers with an S here, you have to use the simple form of the verb. And it's every week or every day you use the simple form drive. Jim wants to plant a tree. He, a hole now, this moment. So you say what? He's digging a hole now. And number 4, John, the paper with a pair of scissors. What is John doing? John is cutting the paper with a pair of scissors. I want to draw your attention to 2 words here. The word cut, C-U-T, and the word dig, D-I-G. See, but when I put I-N-G, I made it digging, double G, and I made it cutting, double T. And this is the rule we studied before, that if you have a vowel between 2 consonants, when you add the I-N-G, you have to double the final consonant. That's why you make it what? D-I-G-G-I-N-G. And here, C-U-T-T-I-N-G. These cars will cost more next year. So for next year, you use what? Your future form will cost. Now let me read these sentences with correct completion, and then we'll move to the next part. Our teacher comes to class on time every day. These drivers drive big trucks every day. Jim wants to plant a tree. He's digging a hole now. John is cutting the paper with a pair of sharp scissors now. These new cars will cost more next year. Now what we have here is a listening comprehension. And for this, I want you to listen to a story. It's actually a dialogue, and then answer questions about it. It's pretty simple. But there are some new words that I want you to pay attention to see if you can guess the meaning. So one word is great. Great simply means what? Very good or excellent. Okay? Like you could say that what? Umair is a great engineer. Means what? He's an excellent engineer. He's a great student. What? Means what? He's an excellent student. He's a very good student. So another word for very good or excellent is what? Great. Great TV program is excellent TV program. Great weather means excellent weather. So you could use this great anywhere to show that you're very happy with something. A great person, a person who is an excellent person, for example. A great leader, somebody who is a leader of a country, can be very great. Stuff, S-T-U-F-F, it means things. Fruits, vegetables, food, you can call them stuff. Things like tie, jacket, shirts, these are all what? Stuff. So please remember that if it's S-T-U-F-F, you pronounce it stuff. But if it's S-T-A-F-F, you pronounce it staff. Okay? Staff means what? People that they work in a company. You see both of them. You see sometimes you go to a place, it says staff parking. Staff parking means what? It's the parking for the workers of that company or the workers of that college or school. Okay? Staff and stuff. So this is stuff. It's T-U-F-F, things. Conversation simply means what? Talk or chat. Here, the first word, checker. Checker is somebody what? Who works at a cash register. Sells things, charges people. So she is what? A checker. And she is what? A customer. So a customer buys things in a store and goes to what? To a checker, a cash register. Okay? Checker. A person who collects the money after you buy things, works at the cash register. So please repeat. Checker. Check, checker. Customer. Customer. Please repeat. Organic produce. Organic produce. So produce means what? Vegetables and what? Fruit. It's called produce. Organic is what kind? Organic is the kind of produce, fruit or vegetables that when we grow them, we don't use chemicals. to make them grow. We just help them grow naturally. That's called what? Organic. They are healthier, of course. So you could see here organic tomatoes, organic apples, or other organic things. It means the farmer did not use chemicals to grow them. They are safer, they are healthier, they are better, but usually more expensive. Please repeat after me. Organic, organic, organic produce, organic apples, organic oranges, organic tomatoes, organic. So the questions I have for you, I'm going to read something to you. I'm going to read it 2 times, and I have these questions for you. The questions are, what is the customer looking for? What is you know what customer means? Customer means somebody who buys things. What is she looking for? Number 2, is the organic produce very good? You listen, see who says this. And number 3, where does the checker take the customer? The checker, the person who sells, where does she take the customer? So let me read the story to you. Again, you find the answers for these questions. What is the customer looking for? Is the organic produce very good? Where does the checker take the customer? Now, let me read the story, and then you can find the answers. I will read it twice. So the checker starts talking. Good afternoon. Customer says, hi, good afternoon. Can I help you with anything? Yes, I'm looking for the organic produce. Organic produce? That stuff is great. You can find it in the produce section. I'm new here. Where is the produce section? Oh, no problem. I will walk you there. Oh, great. Thank you. No problem. What did you say you were looking for? Organic produce. Oh, it's right over here. Thank you. Sure, that's my job. Now let me read this one more time. I certainly hope that you have thought of the answer or found the answer for some of these questions. Again, the questions are, what's the customer looking for? Is the organic produce very good? Where does the checker take the customer? Let me read the story one more time. Good afternoon. Hi, good afternoon. Can I help you with anything? Yes, I'm looking for the organic produce. Organic produce? That stuff is great. You can find it in the produce section. I'm new here. Where is the produce section? Oh, no problem. I will walk you there. Oh, great. Thank you. No problem. What did you say you were looking for? Organic produce. Oh, it's right over here. Thank you. Sure, that's my job. So that was the dialogue. I read it twice for you. I'm 100% sure that what? You have found the answers for these questions. Question number 1. What is the customer looking for? What is this customer looking for? The correct answer is organic produce. Organic produce means what? Vegetables and what? Fruit that are grown naturally, and the farmers do not use chemicals. They are safer, they are healthier, they are better, they are even tastier, but they are more expensive. So the complete answer is she's looking for organic produce. Is organic produce great? The answer is what? Yes, it is. The organic produce is great. This is what the checker said. Where does the checker take the customer? Where does the checker take the customer? The answer is to the organic produce section. So the checker takes the customer to the organic produce section. So that's what the answer is. Let me read the questions and the answers one more time, and then we are going to read the dialogue together. What is the customer looking for? Organic produce. So that's a short answer. If you want to give a long answer, then you could say what? She's looking for organic produce. Usually in conversation, people don't give complete answers. They give what? Short answers. Is the organic produce great? Yes, it is. The organic produce is great. Where does the checker take the customer? To the organic produce section. The checker takes the customer to the organic produce section. Now, there are more questions for you first. You write T for true and F for false statements. It is the checker's first day on the job. Is that correct? Number 2. The customer knows where everything is. Is that correct? Did I read that to you? Number 3. The checker helps the customer. Did the checker help the customer? Do you know? The checker thinks organic produce is great. Did she say that? This conversation takes place in the morning. Was it in the morning or in the afternoon? So you need to remember the greeting. Did the person say what? Good morning or good afternoon? Like I come to you in this program. Every time I come, I say what? Good morning. Because our program starts at 11 o'clock. So it's good morning. Did the checker said good morning or good afternoon? That's the test that I want you to find out. Now let's see if you got the right answers. The first one. It is the checker's first day on the job. Is that correct? Please say no. It's not the checker's first day. It's the customer's first time in this store. The customer knows where everything is. Apparently not. No. Why? Because she's asking the checker. If she knew where things were, she wouldn't ask the customer. So she doesn't know where things are. Why? Because she's new in this store. The checker helps the customer. Yes, sure. She shows her, she walks her there. Number 4. The checker thinks organic produce is great. That's exactly what she said. And number 5, this conversation takes place in the morning. The correct answer is false, because the conversation takes place in the afternoon. Now let me read these sentences and then we'll move to the next page. It is the checker's first day on the job. False. Why? Because she has been there. It's the customer's first day in the supermarket. The customer knows where everything is false, because it's his first day here. He doesn't know. He asks for help. The checker helps the customer. Yes, correct. The checker thinks organic produce is great. That's exactly what you said. This conversation takes place in the morning. That was false, because they greeted each other by saying what? Good afternoon. Now, I'm going to show you the dialogue. First, we're going to read it. And then I want you to see these question types we studied. We studied WH question, information question. We also studied what? Yes, no questions. So I want you to circle the yes, no question and underline the WH question. So here is the dialogue. Let me read it for you again, or let's read it together. You can see it clearly who says what. Good afternoon. Hi, good afternoon. Can I help you with anything? Yes, I'm looking for the organic produce. Organic produce? That stuff is great. You can find it in the produce section. I'm new here. Where is the produce section? Oh, no problem. I will walk you there. Oh, great. Thank you. No problem. What did you say you were looking for? Organic produce. Oh, it's right over here. Thank you. Sure, that's my job. So that's the dialogue. Now, where can you find the WH question, and where can you find the Yes, no questions. Where is the WH question? The WH question is here. Where is the produce section? That is what? Your WH question. Is there another WH questions? Yes, it's over here. What did you say you were looking for? That's your WH question. Do we have any other ones? Probably not. Do we have a yes-no question? The answer is what? Yes. Can I help you with anything? That was what? Your yes-no question. Let me read this for the last time, and then we'll move to a new segment of the lesson. Good afternoon. Hi, good afternoon. Can I help you with anything? Yes, I'm looking for the organic produce. Organic produce? That stuff is great. You can find it in the produce section. I'm new here. Where is the produce section? Oh, no problem. I will walk you there. Oh, great. Thank you. No problem. What did you say you were looking for? Organic produce. Oh, it's right over here. Thank you. Sure, that's my job. Now we're going to move to a new section. That's the name of diseases. I'm going to show you some pictures and ask you a question. What is the matter? So usually, if you want to ask somebody what's wrong, you could say, what's wrong? What is the matter? Then it means what? Tell me the name of your disease. Like this person. So you ask what? What is the matter? You write it like this. What is the matter? Means what kind of sickness do you have? What's wrong with you? You could say what? He has a cold. He has a cold. So the answer is what? Cold. So please repeat after me together. What is the matter? He has a cold. Cold. Like I cough. Then you say, what is the matter? Then I could say what? I have a cough problem. I have a cold. Or I have allergies. I cough because of the allergy I have. What is the matter? You go to a doctor. The doctor asks you what? What is the matter? It means, what kind of problem do you have? What health problem do you have? You tell him, I have a cold, or I have a flu, whatever. What is the problem with her? You say what? What is the matter? The answer is what? She has a cold. Cold. He has a cold. She has a cold. Now, what is the matter here? So, the correct answer is, what's your guess here? Look at the picture. What problem does this person have? This person is sneezing. This person doesn't look very pretty, very good, very well. The correct answer is what? He has a flu. See, cold and flu, a lot of people use them interchangeably, but they're not the same. Cold is very mild, but flu is what? It's really serious. A person can die because of flu, okay? He has a flu. You have fever, you cough, you sneeze, and you don't have energy. That's all what? Flu symptoms, flu signs. Okay, please repeat. What's the matter? He has a flu. Flu is the word. Now let's look here. What do you think is the problem here? What is the matter? She has a sore throat. Sore throat. Sore throat. So this part of the body is called what? Throat. But sore means what? Inside is red and as problem. Sore throat. Sore throat. What is the matter? She has a sore throat. Sore throat. What about this one? What is the matter here? He has what? He has a headache. See, the word is made of two words. Head, this part of the body, and ache. Okay? A-C-H-E. You pronounce this ache. So it's headache. Okay? He has a headache. Or she has a headache. Headache. Please repeat. What is the matter? He has a headache. Headache. What is the matter here? What is the matter? The answer is he has a fever. The body feels warm. That's called what? Fever. He has a fever. Fever. So you see this young boy has what? Fever. And this old man also has what? Fever. So please repeat. What is the matter? He has a fever. Fever. What about this person? What is the matter with him? He has an earache. See, this part of the body is called what? Ear. If you have problem with it, pain, you say ear ache. See, ache, you add the word A-C-H-E, ache, to show that there is pain there. So you get headache, earache. Please repeat, earache. What about this person? What is the matter here? She has what? She doesn't have an earache. That's my mistake. She has what? A stomach ache. Stomach ache. Please repeat. Stomach ache. She has a stomach ache. What about this one? What is the matter here? It's basically the same thing. Stomach ache. Another word for stomach ache is what? Indigestion. Okay? She has a stomach ache, or she has what? Indigestion. It's exactly the same thing. I mean, you cannot digest the food. So if it's because of food, stomach ache could be a number of different reasons. But if it's because of food, you call it what? Indigestions. What is the matter? He has a stomach ache. He has what? Indigestion. Please repeat. Indigestion. Now, what about these people here? What is the matter here? He has what? Oh, he doesn't have a stomach ache. My slides are not correct. Toothache. He has a toothache. Toothache. So these are the words I want you to repeat after me together, and then we are going to stop the lesson because of time. Please repeat. Cold. Cold. Flu. Flu. Sore throat. Sore throat. Headache. Fever. Earache. Stomach ache. Indigestion. Toothache. Toothache. One more time. Cold. Flu. Sore throat. Headache. Fever. Earache. Stomach ache. Indigestion. Toothache. Now, I'm going to stop the lesson over here because of time, and we are going to continue from here, giving you the name of more diseases and more body parts and more vocabulary in the weeks to come. بیننده های بسیار محترم تلویزیون ایمان، درس امروز ما به همینجا به پایان رسید. تا هفته آینده شما را به خداوند متعال بسپارم. تشکر.